Well, good morning, y'all. Hey, hey. Welcome to another weekend edition with Dr. Mom. So, your feedback from the morning routine was incredible, and you were begging to know about the rest of my day. Now, I have to tell you that my days and my oil use depends on the individual day, right? Days are different, emotions are different, how we feel is different, whether physically or emotionally. So, instead of complicating and making this video 5 years long, I'm just going to point out a few favorites that I think every home could have, use, and thrive just by possessing them. Now, you have to understand too that if I were to go through my entire day with you, you would experience, right, what goes on with my facial care, what goes on with even in the shower, or it's all day we use these oils. Okay, like this is life for us. We've been using oils for over 6 years. And I have to say that I feel very blessed to have these tools and to teach and educate other people how to use these incredible tools, because honestly, we have stayed out of the doctor's office. Like, we only go for our yearly, hey, make sure we're all growing okay, right? With the kids. And so we found doTERRA when our oldest was 15 months old, and we haven't looked back since. So that's why I say when I possess every oil, it's so worth it, because I have every tool I'll ever need in a toolbox to jump on those initial symptoms, okay? So the morning routine, we talked about preventative care. We talked about making sure that we're mentally ready to just embrace the day, whether it be focusing on work or tasks at hand, or for our children, learning and focusing at school. So let's talk about throughout the day what I might do. Now, I'm just going to focus on diffusing. I'm going to highlight 2 key oils, and then I'm going to give you a couple different combos using those oils. That way, either you have them on hand and you can just start diffusing right away, or of course, you're creating your wish list and you're prioritizing the essential oils that you want to get first and then working on down the line. So the first one I've highlighted before in a different video, and it's wild orange. Okay, now again, wild orange is great because it uplifts the mood, but it's also an incredible disinfectant. It's a stimulant by day, so again, making sure we're up, we're productive, we're thriving, and yet a sedative at night. So even though we're going to be focusing on our days, it's a great oil to diffuse at night as well. Now, I like to pair wild orange with several different things, so I'm just going to share some combos here with you. So I happen to be a very type A person. I like control. I like things my way, right? I'm sure there's nobody else out there like that, right? So cypress is one that I often bathe in, right? Because it's the oil of motion and flow. If we just kind of tend to relax and just let life happen and enjoy instead of being like uber uptight and control freak and super type A, cypress will speak your language. So I just actually will wear a couple drops on my chest, back of my neck, over my heart space, right? But I love to pair cypress and wild orange in the diffuser. Okay, again, you're just getting that uplift of the mood, but you're getting the go with the flow motion with cypress. So I wanted to highlight those two. In another video, I talked about our focus and cheer blend, okay? So you can diffuse equal parts peppermint and wild orange. Again, this is really energizing. It helps with focus, and this uplifts the mood. So you have this beautiful focus and cheer. But if you're one who kind of want to branch from peppermint, since we've talked about peppermint and wild orange, I did want to highlight a beautiful, yummy sweet oil, spearmint. So again, if you're looking for a sweeter combo, wild orange and spearmint would just be incredible. And this one is a great oil for intention. So again, just living your life with intention and just really clear and crisp, and yet, of course, uplifted and disinfecting, right? We want to hit the emotional as well as the physical throughout our home, because when we diffuse these essential oils, we're getting those aromatic molecules into the air to combat any junk that's there, right? So when people sneeze, when people cough, when people who knows, do what, right? We want to combat what's in our air, and we can do that by using a great disinfectant or immune supporting oil, okay? And then this obviously is great as well, but it can also, both can combat the emotional. So you get your physical and your emotional benefits. All right, let's talk about my hubby's favorite. So my man loves a diffuser blend of Balance, which is our grounding blend. Okay, so if emotions are high, those kids are wild, right? Balance is great. Or maybe it's you. Maybe it's a day you're having, just a day, girl. So Balance and Wild Orange. And again, I'm probably just suggesting equal parts, but if you play around and you like 3 drops Balance and 1 drop Wild Orange, you're free to do that. You cannot diffuse wrong, okay? This is a great combo, and it's my man's favorite, so had to highlight that one. Let's talk about respiratory. We're having a lot of people with just respiratory issues. And so to open up the airways, of course, peppermint is going to help with that. But Siberian fir is an incredible oil for not only opening up the airways, but also, again, being proactive in that cold and flu season, okay? And putting these two together is incredible. This is also one that really breaks down negative emotions, negative feelings, even negative thoughts. So if you or you or your child are experiencing that, really diffuse some Siberian fir. You can try it with the Wild Orange. I also wanted to highlight lemongrass. So Siberian fir and lemongrass is an incredibly just cleansing, and it's like a deep breath, right? So just feeling good, being well, and embracing life, okay? I know these are backwards. Sorry about that. All right, the last one I'm going to highlight with Wild Orange. Now, Wild Orange is a citrus oil. It's one of our most cost-effective oils, so there is no excuse not to have this in your home, if you know what I mean. And I want to give you a yummy, sweet, super diffuser combo that is not only incredible for your health, and of course your wellness emotionally, but also if you have guests over, they're going to think that you are Susie Homemaker. So cassia or cassia, depends who you are, how you pronounce it, and Wild Orange. Oh my goodness. Now this combo, divine. Smells divine. Your whole home will you will not regret diffusing these essential oils, okay? So this is kind of a version of cinnamon. So again, cinnamon is a powerful oil, and cassia is really good when it comes to immune support. Again, just being preventative with that cold and flu and combating the different things in the air. And then of course you have the Wild Orange, which is the disinfectant, the uplifting of the emotions, and so those two together are beautiful. Now, before I go into my next, I just have a couple more combinations. I did want to highlight, let me grab this real fast. I did want to highlight a couple different things. So the petal diffuser is what they love this one because of the price point. Now, doTERRA does offer several different diffusers, and the price range is different, and they also can cover different square feet. But the petal is a lot of people's favorite, covers great square footage, and the price point, again, is what people love. And then also, if you do not have this beautiful book, it covers over 400 different ailments. They're alphabetized, and it will literally tell you, this is backwards. I need to figure out how to not have it backwards. Step by step of what to do. Okay? All right. Now, I am going to talk, I should have started with this one. So, copaiba. Now, this, just keep it with you always, okay? This is my Mom Zen oil. If I just need to just get in my space, right? Get in my little mom space, Mom Zen, okay? Calms down my crazies, which is the 4 children. It helps with my man's discomfort. It gives me my Mom Zen. So this is like everybody must have. If you know anything about cannabis, people who have tried both cannabis and copaiba actually are loving the effects of copaiba better. And of course, there is no high that comes with it, and there is no, if you're worried about like a drug test, right? Because it's not a drug. Does that make sense? Are we with me? Okay, not to get too much into detail about cannabis and copaiba, but do try this. It's incredibly amazing. All right. I'm going to touch real fast before this gets too long. Again, I tell you, right? I use oils all day, so we could chat all day. But I want to highlight eucalyptus. Now, yes, you could diffuse eucalyptus with our first oil that we highlighted, wild orange. But I always love to teach people how to stretch their product, okay? I'm all for you, obviously, spending money on essential oils, but I do love to get you the most bang for your buck. And so I love to teach people tips and tricks to do that. So On Guard is our protective blend. We've talked a lot about it in videos. And this is an incredible blend to diffuse, to apply on the bottom of your feet. If you saw my apple trick, right? We did that with the apples. But if you're diffusing On Guard, go ahead and do equal parts On Guard and the eucalyptus, because that will stretch your product and still give you the benefits that you're going for. Okay, so it's just a tip, because this is probably less than half the price of this. And so again, you're just really getting the most bang for your buck. Now I want to do the same thing with a respiratory blend called Breathe. Okay, now Breathe is incredible for opening up, right, the entire respiratory system, right, feeling those lungs expand, getting incredible just airflow and oxygen. Whether you're somebody who struggles with breathing or not, right, the congestion or not, certain things like asthma, snoring, right, whether you deal with all that or not, Breathe is an incredible blend. And again, you can do the same trick when you're diffusing. So equal parts Breathe, equal parts eucalyptus. It will just, again, stretch your product, give you the same benefits, and I feel like you'll really enjoy that tip. So that's all I have for you today. That was a lot, right? But the focus was wild orange, eucalyptus, and all that you can do with those two base oils. And then, of course, my loves, you got to get you some copaiba. Okay? So if you're brand new to doTERRA or essential oils, of course, please reach out. I'm loving all of your questions. I'm trying to address them in videos as well. I do appreciate your feedback. I love when you share with your friends, because here's the thing. Let's not be in this alone. Let's do it together, right? So let's help empower our sphere of influence and give them the tools that they need to keep on hand to take care of the ones they love. That's so important, right? So, Dr. Mom, over and out.